welcome back to another video of H&H Express model nscale trains. Today we're gonna talk about snap switches on turnouts. I'm using a lot of snap switches around my layout, and that means that I need to control them by two relays. Putting power on one side for a short moment of time so that the turnout can go to a diversion state, and then putting back power on it the other side to get the turnout back to straight. So let me show you how I did that in my layout, and I'm going to talk to you about the disadvantage of using that snap switch and what I need to do to bring my power control unit, which is underneath the layout to control the track, be able to read the state of that snap switch, or actually the state of the turnout. So let me move you up closer and I can show you what I mean. So here are my relays which control the snap switches on my turnout. So I need to put a momentary pulse on one of the relays, for example for turnout number 1, to set it to diversion or throne. And I need to set the other pulse on the other relay for a short moment to set it to straight. So let me put another camera in the same view and let me show you that in JMRI what I mean. So here, for example, we have turnout number 10 and turnout number 9. When I click on turnout number 10, you would see the LED on turnout number 10 for the straight section, which is the most right LED, will lit shortly, and in the turnout table the turnout will go from throne to close. And if I hit it again, then the second LED from the right will blink shortly. Now I have a problem with my power section because I cannot read the state out of JMRI. The power section which I created is not connected to JMRI. It is only connected to my DCC sniffer, which sends the data. So I need to come with another solution. For that, I will make a short drawing and explain how I resolve that. So this is the CMRI node, and I'm using the relays to control the snap switch on a turnout. So let's say we have here a turnout, and then we have here the snap switch, and the snap switch is just actually a coil in which the middle is the ground, and then here will we put power to set it to a throne status, and then next here will be set power to set it to a closed status. So let me put that here as well, so close and throne. And the thing is, if you have the throne and close pulse in time, then there will be no power. And then, for example, when it is set to throne, a pulse of 1 second is set, and then the turnout will set to throne, and for the rest nothing happens. If I want to set it to close, I'm gonna set a pulse on close, and then that's also 1 second, and then the turnout will set to close. So but this eventually, if I'm looking at the time here, will result in an unknown state for if I want to check that on JMRI. So in JMRI I need to have a return signal. So return, make it an R. Here, return. And we need to set it what do we would like to return it to. So I would do it as follows. If it is a 0, then it is closed, and if it's a 1, then it means it needs to be set to thrown. So in the beginning I don't know the state, so what I do in my program, I do the following. Because I want to have the default as being set to 0. So in time frame I'm gonna send a thrown signal. That means for the result it is high, and then I'm gonna send a close signal. This one. That means that the signal is set to low again. And as soon when there is a turnout set to thrown, then the result of that sensor will be, as long as there is no closed session, be a 1. So this is a 0 and this is a 1. So I need to check on every turnout those both statuses. So, and how can we do that? We can do that with an if statement. So if, and then we're going to do a bracket open. I'm using capitals, but it's actually lowercase. So if t equals 1 and c equals 0, then the R needs to be set to 1. And then the next statement will be if t equals 0 and c equals 1, then that means R needs to be 0. So that is what I need to put in all the programming when I get the information to set a turnout to closed or straight, to thrown or diverted. And this is what needs to be added. And the R will be sent back. So this CMRI node will be an output but also an input CMRI node. So this is what I'm gonna add to my CMRI node. I will do that in the program itself. I'm not gonna bore you with all the coding on that one, but in this case this is the initialization process. So first thrown and then 0, then this is the default. And then whatever happens here will result in that I have a correct value, and the 1 stands for thrown, and the 0 stands for closed or straight. So I hope you like this explanation on how I'm gonna resolve that to get a return message from a snap switch connected to a turnout back to JMRI and also back to my control station, because that same signal will be sent to my control station which controls the power, so I know on which section I need to set the power. So if you like this, then please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, please consider to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.